pads are on, but the gloves came off at training camp today. Let's Talk Lions. Welcome back to an all-new episode here at Let's Talk Lions. Happy Augustus. Thank you for liking this video, for subscribing for all your Lions news. The pads were officially on today. It was the first padded practice, and with that, some blood was boiling. There was blood left on the field. It was a good time, I guess you could say. There was much observed at today's practice, so let's break it down. So there was a bit of a skirmish between Amon Ra St. and Ify Melifonwu. Basically, wide receiver versus cornerback. They're going up against one another, one-on-one, and so a little bit of blood did boil over. Basically, Amon Ra St. burns Iffy early, so it kind of gets the tension to rise. Then Iffy retaliates a little bit later, shoves Amon Ra St. a little bit harder than he probably should have. So then the next thing you know, St. throws some punches. The blood does boil over. They get a little angsty with one another. But what I do love here is the way that Dan Campbell approached the situation. We know that Campbell is looking for an aggressive crew, an aggressive camp. And in fact, he said, I want to see these guys compete. I want to see them go all the way to the point where it's almost an all-out brawl, but we're not getting that. Like, it's so heated and it's so hot that guys are trying to win so badly that we get better. So here's Campbell saying, I want an aggressive group of guys. I want an aggressive camp. I want these guys to be clashing so hard that the competition is so high that it's just about to become an all-out brawl. However, it does not get there. Basically, Nolan Ryan versus Robin Ventura. One of the best brawls you'll ever see. Nolan Ryan just grabs Ventura and rides him, just punching his head like a watermelon. It's a phenomenal, if you want to go down a weird YouTube wormhole, baseball brawls, worth it. Now look, this means nothing negative to me. Hearing that St. and Iffy go at it means nothing to me. In fact, I think day one, Bills training camp, you had John Feliciano and Espinosa, whatever that guy's name is, go at it. Like, this happens. In fact, I was watching Pat McAfee, like a month ago, and he talked about that this is sort of a normal thing. Like, guys get heated at camp, some punches get tossed. All in all, it is the heat of the moment. It is competition. These are the highest level of competitors playing football, clashing against one another, pad on pad. Like, this is going to happen, and it's not a bad thing. What I specifically love about this is that Campbell didn't eject anybody. Like, he didn't eject St. or Iffy. In fact, he continued to match them up against one another throughout the rest of practice. And St. handled it really well with the media afterwards. Was just like, yeah, you know what? We were going up against each other. High competition, high blood, high energy is what it is. I really liked that one-on-one style. So St. handled it real cool. From there, some other observations from today. We saw a good amount of 7-on-7s. We saw 11-on-11s. McNeil is making waves in training camp. I talked about it in a past video. His athleticism is through the roof, especially for his size. That is something that is awesome. Really excited hearing a lot of the details coming out about ALIM McNeil. Some other things, Terrell Williams did not finish today's practice. He actually left. He had his left hand wrapped up. KALIF Raymond is having an excellent camp thus far, especially with Terrell Williams leaving. KALIF Raymond saw more reps. He saw a lot more. So with that, Raymond is really doing a great job of building himself a place into the roster. Another person who's having a pretty good camp thus far is Dean Marlowe, really showing up. He picked off a ball today, and that's one that I love. The acquisition of Dean Marlowe, to me, is really a great one, a phenomenal one. Very excited, super happy to hear that he's having a good camp thus far. Speaking of the defense, according to Aaron Glenn, this defense is making excellent strides. He made a comment regarding Jeff Okudah, saying that he is doing a hell of a job. His words regarding Jeff Okudah as a second-year player coming into this camp. Another person that he talked about was second-year linebacker Anthony Pittman, and really seeing a ton of progress with him. The last thing I want to talk about is Tim Boyle, our guy, backup QB, really doing a great job solidifying for himself the QB2 position. Does not surprise me. In fact, when we got Tim Boyle, a ton of Packers fans made it very clear, wow, you guys got a gem in Boyle. Really excited to see that. Sounds like his deep ball has been even better than Jared Goff's. Not the most surprising thing to me, but it's also not an exciting thing to hear that the backup quarterback's deep ball is better than your starter. All in all, as the temperature is rising here in August, so is the competition in training camp. Blood has been spilled this night. Thank you very much, Legolas. And hey, this is the type of camp that Dan Campbell wants. He wants an aggressive, competitive camp. He's getting it here on day 1 of padded practice. That's it for today. I'm actually heading out right now to go get our Let's Talk Lions hats embroidered. That's right. Got a ton of hats shipped in, taking them out, getting them embroidered today. Hopefully get those back by the end of the week. Get that merch rolling. They look slick. Super excited about it. That's it for today. And as always, I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.